Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, then hi, my name is Caitlin. Welcome. And today I was scrolling Trend Mood the other day and the new Natasha Denona palette came on my little phone screen, and you know what, I didn't think that I would like it, but I've been thinking about it. I really have. So I'll put it on screen now. This is the Yucca palette from Natasha Denona, and it really reminds me of that new Nomad palette that's come out, the safari theme one. It reminds me of a Menagerie Cosmetics palette that I had my eye on, and you know what? I have so many single shadows in my collection that I've decided today we're going to try and dupe it, but we're going to put some beautiful indie duochromes in there. We're going to put some super shimmery, sparkly, fun shades, and we're going to make it, a little bit like our own. I really didn't think I'd like this because it is so neutral with like a pop of green, but honestly, I really am. I'm head over heels with it today. So we're going to be trying to sort through my massive singles collection and see if we can kind of dupe it out. But just before we do jump into the video, if you have not already, definitely like and subscribe because it would mean the world to me. I do so many videos here on my channel about bright, fun, colourful makeup. I do project pans and shop my stashes as well. So if that sounds like a good time to you, then definitely stick around. So let me get my singles. This is going to be a job because honestly my singles collection is all over the shop right now. Okay, I think this is all of them. I think the only way to really do this is to just jump straight into it, to be honest. Okay, I did just have a little bit of a panic because I didn't think I had a free magnetic palette because I have just moved house, but I found this one. We're okay. So this is the one that we're going to be using. And yeah, let's just jump into it, I guess. This is going to be kind of difficult. So if I can, I'm going to keep the picture of the Natasha Denona palette on screen while we go through all of these kind of shades. So I'm going to start with this. Hang on. We're a bit unorganized here, aren't we? Let's try and get a little bit more organized. Okay, here we go. So this is just a little springtime palette that I made not too long ago, to be honest. So the Yucca palette doesn't have very many like bright pastels in it, so I'm not sure if we're going to be using any of these. I think we're okay. There are some like oranges, like this orange here in the Yucca palette, but I would like to keep this intact because it is in a project right now. But if we can't find anything, we will come back to this. Okay, this is my little yellow palette. So maybe we can have one of these. This is like a really yellowy shimmer. This is the shade Tiger's Eye from ABH. And it kind of looks like a shade from the second row. Yeah, it is a very yellow toned gold, as you can see there. So I think that will go quite nicely. So I'll put that in. And the other yellows, they're quite dirty yellows in the Yucca palette. So I think I'm going to put this aside for now as well. Okay, this is just some really beautiful indie duochromes. So we have this shade, I think matches the first shade very well. This is the shade Vixen from the Pastel Roses. I can't even describe it. It's got some warm and cool tones in there. It's such a beautiful shimmery, like it's got kind of like a green to yellowy kind of shift with like a red base. So I'm gonna pop that here as like the first shade. Then maybe this shade, this is the shade Sunlight from the Pastel Roses. This is like a yellow to green duochrome, and I'm thinking about the third shade in the palette. I know the third shade originally is like a very kind of neutral gold shimmer, but I do want to make this palette a little bit more fun, a little bit more special. I'm hoping you can see Sunlight here. It is like a orange with a bit of green in it, and I think that'll go really well with some of the like yellow and green mattes. So I'm going to throw that in there as well. Maybe I could throw this in there as well, but I might come back to this. So we've got some fun shimmers so far. This is part of my No Pan Left Behind project, and honestly, these two shades are like perfect for what we're wanting. So we've got like a dusty, like baby sicky, browny, yellowy shade, which sounds disgusting, but it is exactly what we need. This is not labeled, but it's from the Violet Voss Nicole Concilio palette. That is exactly the kind of shade that we need, and I think it goes best with the middle shade, so I'm gonna pop it there, and that's what we're looking like so far. And then this green, it's a little bit, I don't really know, because the bottom corner green in the Yucca palette is a very like almost primary green, and then the green in this slot is very, very dark, so I'm thinking maybe it's gonna have to be this slot. It's not exactly the same, because the original one in the Yucca palette is definitely a little bit more toned down. We might find like a perfect match for it, but for right now, I'm going to keep that there. This is the shade 31 from the Revolution Maxi Reloaded palette. So for now, that is where we're up to. So this is a purple palette. I really don't think there's anything in here that could match. Maybe this one could go in this spot. This is Sleep Paralysis from J Star. It's like a slightly purpley grey, which is quite similar. I'm gonna pop that there for now. We might have a better match later on, but for now, I think I want to put that one there. But other than that, we're good. There's a bunch of pinks in here, which again, I don't think are really any good. Yeah, I don't think we'll be using any of these today. Okay, I feel like this palette is going to be our friend. This has a lot of neutrals, which we are in the market for. So the first neutral that we are missing is this slot here. It's like a baby sicky yellow, and I'm thinking these two aren't exact. What I'm noticing about this Yucca palette is that it's very like, even though at first glance they do kind of look like normal neutral shades, they are very unique, which is quite interesting. But we have a very, very dark brown in this corner, which is quite easy to fill. This is Prowl from Barry M. So I'm just going to slot that one there. Then next to it is like quite a vibrant primary orangey shade. And I think the closest one is probably this. This is from the Revolution Maxi Reloaded palette. It's the shade 30. So I'm going to pop that one there. Then we've got, it's almost like an old green. Like I really want to find one of those like green to brown duochromes, and I know I do have one of them somewhere, so I'm not going to fill that space just yet. Here we need something very similar to this orange, but a little bit more toned down. I'm thinking maybe this. This is Savannah from Barry M. I think that fits quite well. And then here is obviously a green. So I think that's all we can fill at the moment. I am a little bit worried now. I am getting worried. I thought that this would be a lot easier than it is. Okay, this is my green and blue palette. It looks very banged up. There are a lot of shades missing from this right now, so just bear with. But I've spotted this shade. This is LAX from the, what's it called? It's like a Revolution palette from ages ago. It was the LA Dreams palette. That's it. I did depot it. So that is perfect for this. It is just the shade that we need. And then this slot up here, it almost looks like a satin green. But I don't know if, like, I could add this. This is the shade Illuminati from J Star. Like, that would be the most true to the original palette. But I don't know if I want that. I'm kind of thinking more of this like dusty, yeah, definitely. I don't like really dark shimmers. So I'm going to put this. This is the Revolution Reloaded R15. So yeah, that is a lot more my kind of thing. So I'm going to pop that in there. I think that's all we need for like greens. So I'm going to close this. And then this is another neutrals palette, shocker. But we do have these like greeny tones that we wanted. So I think I'm going to go for this one. This is Apparition from MBA Cosmetics, and that slots there. That is just what we need. Like that fits the bill perfectly. All right, so what shades are we missing? We're missing like a kind of, I don't even know, like a dull lemon kind of shade. We are missing a kind of, how do you even describe these shades? Like, they're so unique. We're missing like a sunset dusty yellow and an even dustier yellow. So I'm going to go and try and find some things that match with that. Okay, I took some creative liberty, I think, and I actually really like this palette. So the shade that I chose for this was Revolution Maxi Reloaded 18. This shade is the Revolution Maxi Reloaded 33. And this shade is Revolution Maxi Reloaded 19. Let's put them side by side. This is what they look like next to each other. They're not exact, I know. But you know what? I think we've done really, really well with this. I'm really, really happy with this little palette. So I am going to swatch them down my arm. I'm just going to do it sped up, and yeah, I hope you enjoy this. We'll compare as well at the end. Okay, I'm sorry, but my mic has to be in shot for this because I'm stretching. We've just managed to fit them all in. I know my swatches aren't the best, okay? Don't judge me. But I tried my best, okay? I tried. I actually really like this. I think this is really, really cute. I do feel like it's more of an autumnal colour story, though. I don't think it screams summer. But I'm actually so excited to play around with these. Like, these colours are so beautiful. They always get me really excited when I can like build my own palette. I think it looks so pretty. Look at this. Oh, I'm really happy with it. So yeah, this is my little build your own palette. I hope you did enjoy it. Let me know what you think. Did I do a good job? Obviously my swatches are very, very messy, so just please ignore that. But do you think I did a good job with the palette overall? Obviously, I did take some creative licenses a little bit because I didn't have all the exact shades. But I'm really happy with this. It's definitely like squashed my need to buy, you know, the 60... Is it a 60 or £100 palette? Let me have a look. I should have probably looked at this before. Yeah, it's a $69 palette. These are the swatches. I think we've done really, really well. We've definitely captured the vibe. I'm happy. I'm very happy. So yeah, I would definitely recommend doing this if you do have a big singles collection, and if you are eyeing this palette, definitely have a play around with your own collection. Don't spend money you don't need, especially in this economy. I hope you did enjoy this video, guys. I may do a get ready with me with this palette sometime soon, so stick around for that. I hope you have an absolutely incredible day. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you soon for a new video. Bye!